So this is the third official podcast that we have done
in a long time.
Yeah, in a long time. And we actually have another, I should say,
Flite Test family member.
Yeah, another employee, family member,
best friend.
Yep.
And the hero of last year. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So we have Dustin, or some of you might know him as Dustomer Support.
Customer support. How did that even happen?
That was just some random typo on somebody's page. They were typing customer support and put a D in there, I guess. So
it became Dustin.
It became Dustin support.
It quickly became a forever thing.
Yeah, and now there is a plaque on his door with Dustomer support.
Yeah. One thing you don't want to do here at a Flite Test and Edgewater, for that matter, is go away for any amount of time at all, because you will come back to weird elements of humor. Strategically placed for you to find later. Yeah. Sometimes weeks later. They definitely renamed Dustin, which is cool. And if you guys don't know Dustin, he has been just a treasured part of our team. Basically, if you have a problem, he's the one most likely answering it for you, taking calls, taking emails. But he also last year stepped into the role of being the head volunteer for Flite Fest, organizer, I should say.
Right, volunteer coordinator or whatever you want to call me.
Yeah, I think that's a good name for you. But I think we were planning on a pretty vanilla year. Like, okay, we got this, we've done this, and it didn't happen that way, did it?
No, we were kind of hoping for the smooth sailing. Like, I'll just kind of go with basic stuff, and we'll go from there. But yeah, everything kind of fell apart on the first day.
Yeah, but I think it also gave us the opportunity to see what people are made of, including you. And we have an amazing community that rallies around common issues and big problems. We also have an amazing team that does the same.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not just the volunteers and the employees and stuff, but I mean the entire community came together out there and really put everything back together and helped us out.
It was amazing.
In a big way.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know what happened last year, even before the official event happened, some people call it like a microburst. I just call it was a little bit of chaos that just came through our little tent city at Malvern, and it actually blew down for the first time in over like 11 years of doing Flite Fest. It blew down both of our build tents. Yeah.
The STEM tent.
And the STEM tent. It was definitely it wasn't looking good, but our community and the awesome leaders that we had, everyone pulled together, and by the next day, the tent company was out there with new tents, and
by noon, it was completely resurrected, which is crazy. We actually started last year, and this is kind of a hard thing. We always try to pick our times to see, what time of the year is best for people, but also for weather. Ohio's just a mixed bag of cats. Let's just call it that. We ended up having periods of rain that softened the soil, before the people even arrived, and then Wednesday, when most people come in, that's when we got hit with a lot of bad stuff. So the ground was already compromised. We had a lot of people, we were pulling them literally with tractors in their spots. I mean, one of our vendors literally looked at my green John Deere, which I thought was pretty awesome. And he's like, that's cute, but you need a real tractor. And thank God he literally drove that thing in, because that was what pulled most of the people to their spots. But then at the very end of the day, when we got the last couple of people in a safe spot, that microburst came through, and it was... it decimated not only the tents, but also so many people's pup tents, their setups, their personal tents. And it was almost like this, Grinch Stole Christmas moment. You think that all the magic would be gone. No, people woke up the next morning, and it shows that the heart and values of what Flite Test is. It's more than the planes. They really kicked it in high gear. I just still remember this little kid as we were pulling up the tents with the tent builders. And he's like, I'm putting up a tent. And the second that it was up, do you remember they all just flooded in?
Yeah, dude, it was nuts.
Yeah, so for your first year, Dustin, it wasn't a hand me or anything like that. It was one of the years that we've never had before. How was your experience last year?
Oh, it was a blast. We like we said, the whole community came together really well. Not just the volunteers, but everybody out there, which is great, because ultimately, because of everything that happened, we ended up being a little short-staffed on the volunteers, especially for the first day or so, and just getting everybody into position. It was just impressive to see what everybody did. They were amazing out there.
Yeah, I agree with that. And there's a lot of before, a lot of during, and a lot of after, and that's what people don't realize. It's not just when the flying starts. There's easily a week to 2 weeks of prep before, and then the teardown is a pretty monumental task. And everybody just did a great job through that. Now, you have a background kind of with volunteers and with organizing people, and that was one of the reasons we were really excited that you stepped into that role. What do you do at your church? I should say, did you do?
I still do some, a good bit. But I volunteer in a few roles there. I help out with the children's church. I help out with the media team, but also we put together every year at Flite Fest, where we had been. We'd started putting together a group of people to come out and have a little church tent out there to give the kids a little place to play and hang out and kind of work together and built it into the family tent so that the whole families had a place to kind of relax and unwind away from the big activities and the noise. And I mean, it's great noise, don't get me wrong, but like when you've got a few kids running around, it starts to get to be a hassle. So having a nice shady space to take them where you can maybe have a lunch or something was fantastic.
It was incredible. Yeah, a lot of people love that tent because, a lot of moms, you have a little child, 2 years old, and it's like, okay, we've partied real hard, we're ready for that meltdown, and this gave them that place to go in where there's just peace, quiet for them and for the child to just kind of recharge. And I think that's a really important thing. We want to make sure it's not just about what's on the runway, but the experience of people that are supporting the families as well too. And that definitely won't be changing this year. It's going to be in a different location, but the vision behind it's still the same. So you're obviously heading up the volunteers for this year, and I think there's been a really good outpouring of people already signing up, correct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've had, honestly, I'm not sure of the number because we just had a glitch with one of the back end things, but we've got a pretty good number of people signed up already. A lot of the regular faces, a lot of new faces, new names and things that I don't recognize yet, but I'll get to know you.
Yeah, really quick. Now, can you describe some of the things, if someone's never volunteered before, what do the volunteers do?
Oh, the volunteers, they are the heart of Flite Fest, I like to say. Imagine it's your first Flite Fest or, even your fifth one or whatever. You come on the grounds, you meet somebody at the gate. They tell you where you're camping. They guide you to your camping site. Make sure you get parked with your RV or your tent or whatever it is. And from there, you go to all the different activities, the events that we have, the build tents, the store even, things like that. Every one of those things is touched by volunteers, is made possible by volunteers. And without them, we just wouldn't have Flite Fest.
Yeah, Flightline. You got, I think we even have like a few people that are paramedics that are volunteering and always floating around, making sure that there's someone there to patch a wound.
Yep, and even the less glamorous stuff like making sure the grounds stay clean.
Yeah,
so that you're not walking around in trash and things like that.
It's important to know, like, whether you have a lot of skills, like, hey, I'm a paramedic and I want to donate my time, or whether you're like, listen, I don't know how to fly, but I want to support you guys and I can do cleanup. All those things are valuable, and all those things are what make Flite Fest such a special experience. But there's also a lot of give backs and a lot of perks. A lot of people think that when they start volunteering, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to give up my whole entire time.
Oh no!
And that's not the case. It's not giving up 8-hour shifts like you would expect with work. What is it?
Well, we're talking about 3 to 4 hour shifts, and I'm trying to get them down as few as we can. So the more volunteers we get, the better we can do that. But up to all 4 days, but I'm hoping to get it down to like 2 days, 2 shifts for everybody. But we get the meetings in the morning. We get the usually we'll get together for lunch, or some of us will get together for lunches and things like that. But I'm trying to kind of keep the work to a minimum so that everybody can really enjoy the festival as much as possible. We do have a lot of superstars who tend to volunteer a lot more of their time. Things like mothers of kids who don't fly or something like that, who just want something to do during the event.
It kind of becomes an inner family. They make friends with everyone else real quick, and there becomes a brotherhood or a sisterhood, and those people really build a good friendship. There's some pretty cool perks too that over the years we found, like, what are the ways that we can thank you best. And I think one of the most popular perks that we're doing now for the past few years has been that volunteers from the previous year get early access to camping. And if you guys don't know, camping's a pretty hot commodity. It's a issue where we're already over 50% booked, right?
Oh yeah.
What are we up to right
now? We're
now?
Down to 40% available capacity, I think.
So over 60 now.
So yeah, over 60.
Yeah, and by the way, we over doubled last year's occupancy. So if it gives you an idea, like, we would have completely filled up what we had last year, plus now X% more.
And then some, yep.
And that's not even compared to what would have been available this year. So it's huge. This is going to be by far the biggest year, which means obviously we need the most volunteers. But a lot of people are wondering, like, how are some people saying I booked my spot? It was because that window of time was open to them to be able to come in and to pick a spot, which means volunteers, if you volunteer this year, next year, you're going to have, 3 days?
Yeah, I think it's 3 days before it opens to the public.
General public, to get the best spot. And that also gives a lot of other volunteers time to like get camping spots next to each other, things like that. So,
Right.
Along with some other cool, really, gift perks too. We want to make sure that you guys give up your time, you give up your resources and your talents, so we can try to thank you. And this has been one of the most popular ones that we've done.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's I know with a lot of people, we've kind of covered that you don't have to work the whole entire event.
Right.
That's I know talked to a lot of people in the past couple of years, because we've been doing this for now 10 years, and even from the very beginning, volunteers have been at the heart of this event. All the way back from the very beginning when we did a Kickstarter to actually get the first one, all the way up to last year where tents were blown down. Every year they're just the heart of the I like to call them like the arrowhead of the workforce, because they are the first ones that you see when you come on the grounds. They're the ones that are helping you through building, tech support, registration, everything. And something I want to ask you is for a first-time volunteer, because I know this year with us having, I'm going to call it is going to be this. It's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity at the Air Force, the Dayton Air Museum. This is one of a lifetime opportunity. Is anything going to really change with volunteering? Is there going to be a higher need? Is there going to be what are they going to expect if this is going to be the first time they're going to volunteer? What are they going to be expecting?
Yeah, we've definitely got a higher need. Just we've got more space. We've got more guests, potentially more people coming to visit. Because I don't know if we've mentioned that.
That's my phone making noise. Sorry. you just ignore me for a minute.
I don't know if we've mentioned that spectators are free, so we're going to potentially end up with a whole lot more visitors this year than usual, especially being at the museum.
Yeah.
Even people just who might be visiting the museum at that time might end up coming and checking us out, so that would be a blast. But we're going to end up with needing a lot more volunteers. And like I said, I'm trying to get the numbers down. Last year was a fluke because of everything that happened with the weather. But
20% of your volunteers couldn't even get on the property.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this year, we're going to need a lot more. I'm going to keep the shifts down as much as possible.
Yeah.
People want to work more. That's cool. I'm definitely all for that. There's a number of people who I love to see that they just want to work every day or something. That's cool too. But we work around people can't lift things or whatever it is. We'll put you in the right spot. I think that's one of the biggest fears is people are afraid they aren't going to be able to do something. They don't know enough about like Flite Fest or Flite Test or the planes or whatever it is, but we've got spots for everybody. I mean, whatever it is, wherever your heart is, wherever your abilities are, we can put you in a spot.
That's a great way to say that too. So I liked last year and previous years too. The community knows who's making this event possible, and I love seeing the community go up to volunteers and just upfront thanking them. Saying thank you for what you're doing, thank you for making this event. They recognize it's the people, it's not the brand that's doing this, and I really like that. This year's going to have more challenges than previous years, but at the same time, we're always trying new things, and we're always pushing the limits, and we're learning from it. A lot of our community members, oftentimes after the event's over, they come in with suggestions like, hey, listen, I have a background X, Y, and Z. I know you did A, B, and C. Here's a way that we can do it smoother, and we always take that seriously and take that to heart. And it really means a lot to us to get that feedback.
Right, absolutely. We've got a new way of marking out the campsites this year because of that. Somebody came back with feedback and an option for us to try out. So rather than putting 10 to 12 guys on duty for several hours before the event, I think we can get it kind of knocked out fairly quickly and a lot more simply.
Yeah, definitely. So if people want to volunteer right now, what is the best way for them to do so?
The only way for them to do so is to go over to the Flite Fest website.
I was going to give you Dustin's personal number. You can call him. He loves it.
It's customer support at... Sorry. We got to get him a T-shirt that says that or something.
But if you go over to the Flite Fest website, you can fill out the registration form to apply to be a volunteer. There's a thing. Make sure that when you do, you use your own email address. You're not... if you're applying with your husband or your family members, that they each apply separately with their own email address. That's been a big thing where we don't necessarily get all of the signups because they're using the same contact information. So that's kind of a big deal. But just go over to the website. It's a pretty simple form to fill out. You fill out your preferences, where you want to work, the days you're available, whether you can do setup and tear down, and any other notes you have, your shirt size, because we do give out shirts.
Yeah.
And by the way, this year... this is the first year I think that we're actually, we kind of do this every couple of years. We change up the volunteer shirts, and I got to kind of have a hand in designing that. And the Piggy Power this year, we are going full Piggy Power.
Full Piggy Power, yeah. If you guys don't know, the flying pig to us has been really special. The very second episode we did here was a flying pig because a lot of people said, you know, this destination location will happen when pigs fly. So, of course, we had to make a pig fly. And that has just stuck around. It was a very simple episode we did, not viral or anything, but for some reason, and I'm grateful for it, our community loves the flying pig. And you took the flying pig and took it to another level. But also with the DARPA challenge where they're taking on the impossible, it just seems like the perfect logo. By the way, huge shout out also to our good friend Ron Smith. He's been helping us out with a lot of logos, a lot of imagery, and also he has an amazing easy flying pig that we're going to be testing out to see if we can bring that to reality. If we have our way, this will be the year of the flying pig. Matter of fact, if you look, is it right here?
It's
right there. There it is. That is the original Rocket Pig.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen the episode of Rocket Pig, check it out. But it also has a lot of other deeper meaning that we'll be able to unpack in future podcasts and also episodes. But on my left here,
there we go.
Right there.
Look at that. That's the V2 right there.
V2. Piggy Power over here. Every time you landed, you're kind of like trying to break his front legs. Yeah, it just tipped over. It didn't take off and land easy. But with rockets, who cares? We're working on making a special edition flying pig that will be out as a kit sooner. But what we're talking behind the scenes, because we always love to have our community volunteers go away, is making a special edition flying pig kit that only you guys will ever get. So we're working out the details on what that'll look like. But we've already started on it. Our goal is by the time we go to Flite Fest this year, we want to see more flying pigs than ever before. And plus, you can decorate them. You can make them your own. So I think you're talking on the content side with that, like having challenges and 3D printing like your own. We talked about battle pigs and Rocketeer pig, and you know,
it's the awesome thing now is not only our volunteers are amazing, but the community is amazing. Like we talked about over and over, and we're gonna keep on saying that because it's true. But the minds of the community is so amazing, and I hate to say our minds are limited in our experiences.
We are good, and we are blessed to be good, but you guys are great.
Yeah, and so what I want to do eventually, and we're going to do this, I know with the MTO B-17 eventually, I want to put out community challenges. I know we did it with the retro rocket and the thrust vectoring.
Yep.
That was amazing, but essentially a place where, like, listen, here's the pig, make as many awesome accessories, crazy, you know, if you want the battle pig to have like a mohawk or some 3D printed goggles, like I want to see these battle pigs like rock stars at like just everything. So we're gonna kind of have we're gonna have challenges here in the near future that we're gonna be putting out, so keep an eye out for that.
Once we get this one, the one on my right here is a nightmare to build, absolute nightmare to build. And I'll be honest, the flying pig's not going to be a simple series. It's not something you put together in 30 minutes. But Dave has done such a great job at taking my original design and then simplifying it by keeping the lines to make as little pieces as possible. We have its little tiny legs. Can I just grab it?
Yeah, you can grab it.
That's my back or my chair, I don't know. Okay. So what we did, look at that.
Yeah, look at the little guy. Look at the little guy.
So if you look at the logo, and I'm sure the logo will probably be in the front thing, but the piggy's flying. He's not just dangling his little legs down. He's straight up Superman in it. But also, we want to have the ability to put little wheels here, so you can do piggy touch and go, so you can fly around. It looks like he's flying through the air and matches the logo. This thing is ridiculously light. So we're going to start with a twin A powered version, and that one was the most versatile. It flew fantastic. It was super aerobatic. It flat spun like a top, and you can do a lot of fun things with it. And I think what we'll do then is we'll go straight up to the MTO version, if time allows, where if they want to build an over the top slow lumbering monster,
the warthog,
yeah. So we even talked about, like, with the theming of it, like making this a warthog, but there's going to be some extra events during. I know we're pivoting from volunteers to the events, but I do want to talk about some new things. There's going to be some extra events that we're going to be doing. Like, one of them is wacky races, right?
Yep.
And
I'm excited about that.
Super excited. If you guys remember as a child, the wacky races with Dick Dastardly and Muttley and all the funny people making their crazy flying contraptions. We used to, and we still will have Monster Parade, but what we want is people's wild, imaginative creations to take flight, and then Stefan will be leading the crowd response winners kind of mentality. But to have pigs in that mix, and maybe we'll have a special pig gaggle, I think would be amazing. So we want to get that out. I think we're looking to try to get that out and over the finish line late June, early July. Is that right, for the kit to be released?
Hopefully, yeah. I would like to personally see it out before Flite Fest so people could purchase their pigs and make it just
have time to make it their own.
Can we call the piggy gaggle a piggy stampede?
Piggy stampede.
Piggy stampede.
We can call it whatever we want.
Yeah, we'll see. Let us know what we should call it.
But we're going to have fun activities just like before, and we're definitely going to flex in this moment where the DARPA Challenge is going on and the Flite Fest event is going on this historical place. We really want to have people have the opportunity to make some special memories, and I think the flying pig is going to become a very iconic thing to Flite Test. And I love the shirt, by the way. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an awesome year. I want to. Not that you didn't pivot away, but I want to pivot back to volunteers.
Yeah.
Dustin, what are some things that you want to kind of tell the volunteers for this year? Because the reason I say this is because it's the heart of Flite Fest. We want to see everyone take the opportunity to do this, and we don't want everyone, if they don't feel like it, working the whole entire event. Right. Some people are called to do that. Some people feel like, they just show up. I know Mark and Katie last year, and for the last 2 years?
Oh, more than that.
More than that. They've come back and they started a learn to fly tent, and we're gonna actually be scaling that up. So, what are some new jobs this year that they could kind of expect to maybe?
There's not going to be, I don't think, a lot of new jobs. We're going to have more build tents, so we're going to have more positions there. Obviously, like you said, the Learn to Fly tent, we're going to have some staff there for charging batteries and taking sign-ups and things like that to kind of organize it a little bit more.
Yeah, the STEM tent's going to a whole nother level.
Excuse me, yeah, the STEM tent definitely going to another level with Trevor. Trevor's amazing.
He is, yeah.
He's so baller.
Trevor and Travis, they're a power couple.
Can we call them the T-Twins?
What's that?
The
T-Twins. TNT.
But yeah, I wouldn't twist anybody's arm to sign up or anything like that. Obviously, if you want to volunteer, that's the way to be. But I don't want to push you to if you don't want to. But it's incredibly rewarding. If you're on the fence at all, I would definitely encourage you to give it a try this year. And definitely, we also need to make sure you sign up beforehand this year, especially so that we have the right shirts and everything like that. So we have everybody signed up and we can get the schedule put together ahead of time.
What you're alluding to is they're getting a special edition shirt.
Yeah. I want to see everyone that wants to, like, if they're on the fence, like you said, I want to see them sign up, because this is a huge help to the community. But just being able to serve one another is a huge. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I love serving the community, and
it's a blessing.
It's a blessing that everyone has like their own little, I'm going to call it niche or professionalism. I don't know what you want to call it. Gift. Some people are really awesome at tech support. And so we have like the tech support tables, and there's a bunch of things. Like, I don't want you guys being afraid to be like, listen, I don't want to be stuck on trash duty.
Yeah. And it's funny because I'll go the other way too, is if you don't ever do anything out of obligation, but also if you don't like people, if you don't have a heart to serve, enjoy the event, be blessed by other people, and learn about this environment. We don't ever want to make people feel compelled. Right. We want every walk of life to be able to come through here, and whether they're enjoying the flying only, or whether they're enjoying reconnecting with families, or whether they're serving others with their families or by themselves, no matter what, it's a win. So we just want to see you there. But we want to make sure that if you do come in and you serve, that you have a heart for it and a passion for it. If it's not in your heart quite yet, don't be convicted. Don't be upset about that.
Right, but feel free to go ahead and talk to the volunteers who were there and talk to them about their experiences, because I mean, every one of them who's worked at Flite Fest in the past has some kind of stories that they want to tell you about how amazing it is to serve.
It'll make you cry. That makes us cry.
Yeah, you'll also meet some of your best friends there, because I know a lot of people, it's like a big family reunion. Really everyone coming back, it's like they see their best friend that they got to work alongside, and it's like, I remember, putting straw out in the in the middle of the rain, and it was just a fun experience.
There's always a problem we're overcoming, that's for sure. Whether it's carrying straw, or whether it's packing down things, or pulling people out of the mud, or spraying water for grass, for dust, and that's one of the special things. So, no, I want to thank you for doing these podcasts too.
Yeah.
What's going to be the next topic we're going to discuss on our next one?
So the next one, we got some fun stories on a lot of content coming up, and if you guys can kind of see it, you can kind of see it. Michael's working on his barn find, and it is extremely close. Yeah. So I want to pull Mike and Billy in and have Billy talk as kind of like the mentor, because he's really teaching Mike how to do a lot of these things, and then I want to talk to Mike to see really how his experience with these bigger models, because me and Mike, we grew up with foam board airplanes and kind of like the DIY. This is a whole nother level.
Whole nother world, yeah.
I want to show the audience and all you guys, sorry, really that it's not that hard, and that it's another step you can add, and another rung in the ladder that you could
keep it fresh and new. And a lot of people I know, I had an awesome community member reach out to me and saying, "Boy, I'm worried about you guys. I haven't seen content in a while." We have content.
Yes.
It's banked.
Yes, it's banked.
I don't know if you know, Noah's been working his heart out redoing the studio, and I think you're pretty much there now.
We're pretty much there, and what we're doing right now is the reason that you haven't been seeing a lot of content is we're kind of I'm going to say building some good bones, some good foundations. There's a lot of exciting things. I want to have you back on, and maybe even Dave, talk about what's happening with UAS.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole nother chapter. I want the transparency to tell you why we're doing it and the benefits from it.
We're already reaping a lot of benefits from it, and it's given us a lot of freedoms to do changes and to do them right. It takes time, and sometimes we got to shuffle around energy and stuff to just get everything into place right. When I was younger, it's like, hey, you guys probably remember from the early days, we have a new initiative. We're going to try this. We're going to try that. We're going to try this. We've grown up a lot, and we also understand, too, that we want to be able to say we're going to try this and do it well.
Yes.
Based on what we've learned, how we've grown.
Yes.
The UAS side, the product development side, just adding team members. It's just been so wonderful to add team members. All that takes training and time, and we got to pick our battles, and we don't want to just be throwing out things to be filler. I'm also really, as a proud papa, and also to see this next chapter, I want new faces to be able to be introduced to you guys, to be able to build relationships with. Noah, Michael, you'll see Dustin, you'll see Billy, a lot of great people. And they all have different things that they're just world class at. And I'm eager to see that wonder of taking on weird flight challenges come back again. And of course, I'll still be in it. You'll still see familiar faces. But I'm going to be 48 this year.
We aren't kicking you out yet.
No, I'm not going anywhere. But I do want to see people. This should be a multi-generational thing. It's not the toys. It's not one face. It's a vision and a value that bless people through flight, to connect people through flight. And I want to make sure that goes on for many, many generations, but also that you guys have new relationships and new people to connect with. So I would love to dig deeper into that, especially with UAS on a humanitarian, civil, and military level. It's been an amazing experience.
So content is going to be starting out very, very soon. We've banked a lot of content, a lot of crashes, a lot of success, a lot of new experiences. So that's gonna be coming up here very, very soon, within the next week or so. So it's I'm really excited. It's kind of kicking off I'm not going to say the new generation, but a new season of Flite Test, because it's you're going to see new faces, you're going to see new projects, a little bit of a new format, and also we're going to kind of go back a little bit to our roots. I know I've been working a lot with TJ over at Horizon Hobby. He's been sending us over some stuff, and so we're going to be doing some Horizon reviews and kind of have some fun with it. So a lot of stuff coming up.
Make sure you tune in. We can't share these things in short format and content, so it's nice to kind of unpack them in long format.
Absolutely.
Dustin, thank you so much, guys. If you are on the fence with volunteering again, please check it out. Go to
FliteFest.com.
Yep. And make sure you use your own emails.
Make sure you sign up too. Don't just show up.
It helps us prepare for you and makes the experience even better.
Absolutely.
Noah, thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. So we will see you guys next time. Again, comment below any topics that you guys want. I know I'm going to be trying to get some new people on here, get some of the team that you guys really don't get to hear about very often, and we're going to kind of keep on going and keep the podcast.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
See you.